So this is the video you've all been waiting for. I've had so many comments off you asking how to make this ruffle skirt bouquet, and today we are going to do it. So let's go. Everything that we're going to need today is here. So we've got a Porto box, we've got some ribbon scissors, we've got some floristry scissors, we've got some ribbon, it can be any sort of ribbon that you like. We've got sellotape, we've got staples and staplers, and then we've got our cellophane. We're going to be using lilac, white and pink today. And then obviously you are going to need your bouquet as well. So let's go. Okay, so this isn't actually as hard as it looks. So I've just got a Porto box here, which you can easily get from your wholesalers. And I'm just going to make this up like so. And then I've got 3 different colours of cellophane here. Again, really easy to get from your wholesalers or Amazon. Anything that we're using you can get online as well. It's really, really not difficult. So for the ruffle skirt, I will be using this cellophane, and it has actually, it's 2 tones, so it's sort of white on the back and pink on the front. And then all we need to do is, just like we're sort of wrapping a bouquet, we're just going to cut rectangles out like so, and we're going to need 12 of these. So I'm going to use 8 of the pink and white ones, and then some lilac as well, because I want it to be predominantly pink and white, just with that little bit of extra purple in it as well. Okay, so we've got 8 of those, and then we're going to do 4 of the lilac as well. Now, because I've been doing these ruffle skirts for so long, I know 12 will be perfect to fit around the whole of the Porto box. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to use my pink and white ones. Now you can use any colours that you want. If the bouquet is like a certain colour, the customer says they want it in white, do it all in white, and so on and so forth. So you just get your rectangle like this, put your hand in the middle of it, here, and then just pull it down like that, and then you have a ruffle with your cellophane. And then get the top of it, and then put it on the top of the box like this. Get your stapler, and just staple nice and tightly a couple of times. Then you're going to do exactly the same with the next one. So hand in the middle, pull down, and then where your fingers are, you just need to place it onto the Porto box, sort of on top of the other one so there's no gaps, and then staple it again. And then I'll just show you with the purple as well, just one more time. So in the middle, pull down, pop it onto the box, and staple firmly down a couple of times. And then we're going to go the whole way around. And there we go, our 12 perfectly placed around the whole of the top of the Porto box. Then we need to go in with our cellophane, because I have had instances where some of the staples haven't held it quite right, and then one falls off one of the ruffles. So I just get a bit of sellotape, And then if you just come closer, you can see I just put the cellophane on the edges of each one, and then we know that the ruffles are going to be fully secure. So on every single one, just in case. And here she is, all in her glory, and the ruffles are securely fixed on, and you don't have to worry about that. Now, one of the reasons that I decided to start to do this, because I really like the effect of the drama of the skirt around the stems, especially on my giant bouquets. It just gives it the wow factor and makes it look big. But I was getting customers that weren't cutting the stems and putting them into the right water, the right vase, etc. So I just thought, if I did this with the water source, that nobody has to worry about it, that I don't have to take it out, put in a vase, etc. And we all know that it's going to be good and the flowers will last properly. So anyway, the next thing that we're going to do is, I've got some white cellophane here because this one isn't quite big enough to make a square to put in to hold the water. So what I do with this, I cut a square, so not a rectangle, a square now. So we know it's going to fit into the box. Just like you would, the same size as if you were wrapping your stems and just putting them into a normal bag. And then again, just put your hand in the middle like this, and then put it straight into the box like this. Just make sure it's nice and even. And then I'm going to put 2 layers in this, because this layer is going to cover all the mechanics, so the staple and the sellotape as well. Then we're going to do exactly the same with the purple. So make a square, because this is going to have loads of water in. We don't want one of the cellophanes ripping at all, so the water leaks everywhere. So I'm going to put 2 in just to be safe. And then this one goes on top like this. Okay? And then basically what I do is just fill the whole of the cellophane and the centre of the box with water. So we're going to need quite a lot. So I need to get about 2 or 3 of this size sort of vase. Okay, so if you look in here now, we can actually just get a bit more water in because the stems are going to be long. So I'm going to get another half of these, so about 2.5 of this size vases will do. So this is basically the equivalent of 6 pints or 3 litres worth of water, so it's going to be very heavy. But we're going to make sure those stems are well hydrated. Okay, so we're going to now need a long stretch of ribbon, and basically what I do is pull that white cellophane down that's covering the mechanics and just wrap the ribbon on top of the white cellophane and at the bottom of the purple cellophane. Okay, so I like it to be quite long so it adds drama to it. And then I'm just going to tie it here. Not really tightly because you want the bouquet to still go in it. Okay. And then just make a bow. Like that. And then that will hang down nicely onto the outside of the ruffles. Alright, and then we need to put the bouquet into the water. Okay, so here's a bouquet that I've just quickly made up, and I'm going to show how I wrap it. So I do actually wrap it normally and then just put it in. But for those that haven't seen any of our tutorials on wrapping up the bouquets and how we do that, I'll quickly do it for you now. I'm going to do it in the purple and pink to match the ruffle skirt as well. We're just going to do rectangles like we did with the ruffles. So I'm going to do 3 of these. Because there's so much cellophane on it anyway, you don't need more than 3. So 2 and 3. And what I do, how I fold them is, I bring them towards you and then just fold them on a slant like this. So see how they're on a slant. So it's got peaks but not major peaks. I like it just like that. And then we're going to do that for all 3. Make sure that you can do a nice fold in them so they're not going anywhere and they don't fall flat. You need that little peak there. And then we're just going to get our scissors and line all the ends of the cellophane together, all the folds, and then just cut a little square or circle out of the middle, like so, so our cellophane doesn't bunch up around the stems and it will sit nicely and won't get all crinkled. Then, get my bouquet again. We're going to lie the bouquet flat onto the cellophane like this. And so, see where I put this raffia, that's the binding point. We're going to pull the purple bit of cellophane up like this around the binding point, like so. Get a bit of sellotape and pop it there. Then we're going to do a quarter turn, like so, and do exactly the same. Bit of sellotape. And then move it to the other side. So do a half turn. And exactly the same again. So then your bouquet will look like this wrapped. Okay, then I do like to get a bit of raffia. Just get this from the invisible bin. And then just tie around the binding point again. And then this cellophane is going nowhere. Just slide it back onto the table and just make a knot around it. Like so. Right, and then when we've done that, we want to gauge how long we want our stems to sit in here. Now, I do keep them quite long, just so it gives a bit more drama, and then the bouquet sits up far out of the ruffles, because you don't want the ruffles to be the main sort of focal point. So what I do, I'll probably use about 2 and a bit hands. So about that much. You want to cut the stems off just under the second hand. Make sure you try and cut them individually at the 45-degree angle, because then you know that your flowers are going to survive the test of time. Okay? And then we're just going to put the stems into the water like so. And then that is going to sit proudly on the ruffles like so. What I do just to finish it off is put a couple of branding stickers on there just to make it look a bit more luxury. And then I put another one on the top here just in case you don't know that it's gems. Right, and voila, that's good to go. Now, if you've got any card messages or anything, stick those in as well. But this bouquet is definitely a showstopper, got the wow factor, and it is our best seller and we absolutely love it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope this was super duper helpful, and I would love to see all your ruffle skirt tries. So please do get in contact with us on Instagram, ask us any questions in the comment box down below, subscribe and like, and we'll see you in the next one.